a testimony. Eduardo, would you mind telling people the story of what happened to you while this movie was being made? You as a guy got to stand in the situation in real life, not just in the movie, but in real life with a young person or a young couple facing the same situation. What happened there?
Well, before I moved to New York to start shooting the film Bella, 3 weeks before, we didn't have the actress. So Alejandro, the director, is calling me from New York. I was in Los Angeles, and he's asking me, are you rehearsing? And of course I was rehearsing, but I needed to rehearse with the actress because I needed to understand the pain that Nina was going through. So making a long story short, I ended up going to an abortion clinic and to do my research precisely because of that scene, when she's in the abortion clinic and then Jose, gets there and trying to convince her not to do it. So I thought, I'm gonna bring my paper, my pen. I'm a student. I'm gonna visit this abortion clinic, and I'm gonna stop the first lady, and I'm gonna ask a few questions. Hi, my name is Eduardo. I'm an actor, and can I ask you a few questions? How do you feel? Hold on 1 second. Let me write it down. That's what I thought. Of course, when I got there, I forgot about the film. When I saw all these 15, 16, 17-year-old girls going in, it broke my heart. And I didn't know what to do because this is the first time, in my life experiencing, all this. And next thing you know, I saw a group of people outside of the abortion clinic trying to convince them not to do it. So I approached that group, 3 or 4 people, and I told them I'm Eduardo and I'm here to help. So they thought I was one of them. And next thing you know, one of the young ladies from that group tells me, Eduardo, these couple are from Mexico, they don't speak English, you want to talk to them? And I said, sure, yes. I was very nervous. I didn't know what to say. And next thing you know, this couple from Mexico, they recognized me from the telenovelas, the soap operas that I used to do in Mexico when I started my career when I was 22 years old. Because even though I did them 10 years ago, they repeat them through Univision forever. So, Eduardo Verastegui, ¿qué haces aquí? What are you doing here? So we start talking in Spanish, and next thing you know, we end up talking for like 45 minutes about everything: life, dreams, faith, food, Mexico. Everything. And I gave her a little teddy bear, and I told her, listen, I'm here to help you, and what are the odds? I drove 1 hour to come to this place, and now we're here. We're friends. You're from Mexico. I'm from Mexico. Here's my cell phone. And really, I don't even remember what I said because it was like 45 minutes of dialogue. And next thing you know, she started crying, and she left. She didn't go inside. And I was so happy when I saw her leaving that place. And
did you think your job was over then?
Well, I thought maybe she was going to go the next day or something because she was maybe a little shy with me or something. And I was like, okay, what should I do now? So I called her, hey, listen, I really mean it. Anything I can do to help, just let me know. And I called her like 7 times just to make sure, that, I really mean it, And by that time, we found the actress, Tammy Blanchard. So I moved to New York, finished the film. A few months later, I'm in Los Angeles, and I received a call from the man who was with her.
The man who's the father?
Yes, the man who was the father. And he calls me and he tells me, Eduardo, I have a great news. My baby was born yesterday, and I would like to ask your permission because I would love to call him Eduardo. I remember just putting the phone down. I couldn't even talk. It's just, the most novel thing I've ever done in my life. When I went to the hospital and I saw that baby, and days later he was in my arms, the way how he was looking at me, the way how it was this connection, this chemistry between he and I started singing and dancing, and it changed my life. It's the most beautiful thing I ever done in my life, especially because I didn't plan to do that. Like normally, I know that I'm preaching to the choir, that's what you guys do every day, but you have to understand that in that time, I had no idea what I was doing. I thought I was going to do only my research as an actor, but by the grace of God, I was used as an instrument to save this baby. Because, to be honest, eventually, I learned so many things, and I met friends that they're great, great doing that, and the way how they talk and everything. I had no idea. I was just talking with my heart and telling them that I really care about them. And next thing you know, I'm carrying this baby that changed my life forever, to the point that even if Ibella never see the light, even if Ibella disappears today and nobody see it again, I will be rejoicing in the Lord that I carried this baby. And that baby was the fruit of the film that you just saw. It's very special. It's very special.
Let me ask you some pointed questions about that. Your life after that event, did it change as a man? Did you gain some strengths that you didn't have before as a Christian, as a believer? You had, it sounds to me like you didn't know what to do. There was some fear, there was some apprehension, but when you crossed that line and took a stand for one of God's unborn children, and you helped a young family come along, I'm going to cry thinking about it, and you took a chance, just a chance to say, I care and I love you. What do you think that did for you from this day forward? Like you said, if Bella never comes to light, you've got enough joy in that one thing. But what has it done for your walk as a man?
Well, it changed my life, obviously. And just recently, I was in Miami, and I invited some friends to see a private screening of Bella. And weeks later, one of the friends that I invited, he calls me. I'm in Los Angeles, he's in Miami, and he tells me, Eduardo, one of my best friends, his girlfriend is pregnant, and tomorrow at 8 o'clock in the morning, they have an appointment to have an abortion.
Yeah, I figured where you were going.
And this is the thing, she doesn't want to do it. She doesn't want to do it. But he's afraid. He's full of fear.
Was he pushing
and
for it?
He's not only pushing, he already convinced her to do it. And he told her that, hey, if you really love me, I mean, we're not ready. And so his parents doesn't want to do it neither. Doesn't want him to do it neither.
Right.
But seems like he's the only one that, is pushing her. And so now she's convinced, and tomorrow at 8 o'clock is the appointment. And I was trying to stop him, but he doesn't listen to me, he doesn't listen to anybody. And all of a sudden I thought about Bella, Jose. And that's what I'm calling you. Can you please call him? I mean, this is 8 o'clock at night in Los Angeles, 9, 10, 11 in Miami, few hours before the appointment. I haven't seen this guy for years. And I said, of course I will call him. And I hang up, and I started calling friends just to ask for a little guidance, and nobody answered the phone. I was like, what should I do? What should I do? I mean, the question here is not if I should call him or not. I just needed to be, to have the right words for someone that I haven't seen him for years, and all of a sudden receive, can you imagine?
Where'd you come from?
Hey, don't do it. Like, I mean, he's gonna hang up, So finally, I just said a prayer and I called him, and we started talking for like half an hour first, just to, warm up the conversation. Next thing you know, I told him, listen, our friend called me and he told me about the situation, and I mean, I'm putting myself in your shoes, and I just want to let you know that brother, even though I haven't seen you for years, I really care about the situation that you're going through right now, and that's what I'm calling you. And again, 20 minutes of conversation where I was inspired. Don't even ask me what I said, because I don't remember. And all of a sudden I said at the end, if you don't want your baby, I would love to adopt it and give it to me. And to the point that I said at the end, oh my gosh, what if he said yes? Because I didn't even plan to say that. All of a sudden I just said it. But I said, you know what? Anything, whatever
whatever the cost.
Whatever the cost, let's just save this baby. And he was in silence, and he was touched, and he was moved. And next thing you know, I sent him a little video that he saw on the internet, and he started crying, and he told me, can you talk to my girlfriend? She's here. So I spoke to her, and I spoke to both of them. Next thing you know, they canceled the appointment. But again, I thought maybe they can do it again next week, because fear comes again,
Sure.
and you never know. You
Right.
postpone. the reschedule the appointment. So thank God I happened to be in Miami days later, and I invited them, both of them, to see Bella. And when they
saw it,
when they saw the film, they were just crying. And making a story short, a few weeks ago, the baby was born, and they called her Bella. I mean, it's just unbelievable what